Hey, you know what it is. Welcome to the Fuck I Said, and I'm with my friends. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Javi,
Hey.
and we back with another episode of the Fuck I Had Said, and I'm here with my running back boys. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
A little technical difficulty, a little testicle difficulty. So this is the season finale of the Fuck I Had Said, and we are bringing more drama. I know the episode wasn't titled drama, but this is the conclusion of some of the drama. But this is the start or the reopening of other drama. So we're going to dig right in. So get ready, because first up, we are going to talk about Cardi B and this these rap girlies beef.
What is beef?
Because Cardi B dropped this album, Am I the Drama?
She's naming names.
And she's putting pressure on all these rap girlies' necks. She's not naming name. Well, she named one name, and that was Bia, and she named her in one of her albums.
Okay.
But I mean, one of her EPs. But
Right.
the beef is hitting levels unmatched. Like it started off with Cardi's music dropping, and then JT, which is a rapper, part of the formerly band known as City Girls. She was a hit dog because she hollered, which it was clear that one of the songs was about her and her boyfriend Lil Uzi Vert. And then Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, that's the names these kids is giving themselves.
Yeah, man.
But and I think I talked about this in a previous episode where she was talking about y'all share the same purses and you boom him with a dildo and all that stuff. But then Nicki Minaj chimes in, and then when Nicki chimes in, you know her and Cardi have been having beef for the longest time. Yeah. Like their beef is forever. Okay, so Nicki chimes in and starts talking shit about Cardi's kids. She first starts talking about Cardi's daughter Culture. She was calling them monkeys and all this shit. Like, and so Cardi came back talking about Nicki's kids, Nicki's child. I feel like the child,
It's a little much.
it went a little too far.
Yeah.
And Cardi felt that. Like Cardi was like, "Okay, bitch, you want to talk about kids? Fuck the conversation. Where you at?"
Yeah, like,
we pull
you
up.
can talk shit about me all day.
Like,
I'll go back
facts,
with you on
like,
that, but
she's
leave
like,
my
let's
family
get
out
into
of it.
It's whatever with me. Like, I'm not playing with you no more about my kids. But it's been rumored that Cardi and her sister Hennessy have been recorded talking about Nicki Minaj's kid. So I found no proof, no evidence of that. If you do find it, let me know. I'm not opposed to getting it, but there was, and I know I shouldn't be laughing, but these two in particular little memes that I'm referring to, or it's a couple, but first Cardi put out this picture of Nicki Minaj's brother, who is a registered SA, and a predator, and she put a picture of him out with one of Nicki Minaj's pink wigs on. Clearly a Photoshop, but the shit was comedy. It was magical. But then Nicki Minaj turns around and puts out a picture, a meme of Barney wearing Cardi B's hairstyle.
See.
Was it Barney? I think it was Barney.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it was Barney wearing Cardi B's hairstyle. Yeah, because it's purple dinosaur. Wearing Cardi B's hairstyle. Then after that started going back and forth, then the kids are brought in. Nicki was talking about Cardi's daughter Culture having more gums than she has teeth. So she posted a meme of like a chain, but instead of grills, it was gums, and it had little bitty teeth attached at the bottom, and the teeth were like diamond out. Okay.
Wow.
So Cardi comes back and says, I don't know why you coming out to me. She's just mad that her son's favorite color is 5.
This is a woman thing. It's gotta be.
They are like going at the jugular. She's like, and then they start to apologize to each other's kids through messages.
See,
but they're like backhanded apologies. Like they're apologizing to the kid, but I'm apologizing to you because your mama is this, and I hope that she can put her bullshit aside.
What is that about?
But Cardi's like, so why are you pressing me when you need to be taking your son to Chuck E. Cheese because this is his birthday?
Chuck E. Cheese.
She said you are on this internet
God.
going crazy when it's your son's birthday. But facts, it was her son's birthday. But Nicki Minaj is online talking reckless to Cardi. So I'm like gauging where the fans are with all this, right?
Man,
so
crazy.
A lot of people are saying like Cardi's absolutely right. Like, where did the beef come from? Like, are you mad? Are you pressed because she's hit 2-time platinum and has Grammys and it's something that you've always wanted to achieve and you still don't have a Grammy? And her platinums are coming way, like she's double platinum, and Nicki Minaj, her albums like wasn't even hitting. Like she's double platinum in a week. Nicki Minaj couldn't even hit double platinum in 2 weeks with her album. And this is 7 years after Cardi B put out her first album. This is 7 years later.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And this is another fact that they came out with was like, look at it this way. Nicki Minaj, you have this issue, this beef with a rap artist who is in middle school when you were like on the come up.
Damn.
Like you paved the way for her to put her foot in the door. You just didn't close the door behind you, and she crept her way in, and she ended up busting that bitch open for a whole slew of new artists.
Damn.
And she's still rising, and you can't take that. You can't take her fame. But what do y'all think about like the rap girlies beef and the whole digging into children?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So they were bringing. So was Nicki Minaj? Did she do something like really petty? Because like
jealousy.
The Breakfast Club was they were showing old clips of where they said that, you know, Nicki Minaj can be petty, because they was like, okay, no, what they said was,
oh, she came for them too.
What they said was Lil' Kim was right, because Lil' Kim addressed Nicki Minaj about their little beef, and they was like, it looks like Lil' Kim was right. So what did Nicki Minaj do for them to confirm?
Well, see, Nicki Minaj.
Do you know anything about that?
Nicki Minaj pretty much stole Lil' Kim's identity.
Right, but
because
for them to confirm that, though,
but
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is like the last week they was like, yeah, it looks like Lil' Kim was right. So Nicki Minaj did something petty recently. I don't know how she responded or something that they was like, yeah, she's
all
the
of
petty
it.
one. Okay,
all of it. Like she started digging into Cardi B's kid. Like it came out of
was
nowhere.
her. It was her.
It came out of nowhere.
See.
Like Cardi dropped her album and then Nicki went in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, and let me not say that like it was Nicki's fault. It was more like Cardi dropped this album and each one of her EPs hit a bitch's heart.
See,
Like Cardi's like, I'm not here for the bullshit. Like, am I the drama? So let me go ahead and drop.
right,
Like, this album's gonna call you bitches out.
right.
So when she called them out,
Sick of it.
Nikki was the dog that was hit the hardest, honey, because she's still going through it. I mean, JT's dropped a diss track. Bia, I haven't heard anything from Bia. She sounds like she's silent. But also Nikki, Bia, and JT have been on Nicki's tour together. Right. They all don't like Cardi. It's like they the mean girls against Cardi.
Yeah.
Black people, we got to do better.
Bia's beef came out of nowhere. Bia's beef came out of nowhere with Cardi. Like, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna come after her because she's the toughest bitch in the game right now, and I'm gonna get something off of it.
Yeah.
JT's beef came out of her talking shit about Cardi, period. And then Nicki Minaj's beef was just like jealousy. If you look at it, like, you have no reason to beef with this girl. If you're gonna beef with the rap artist, or you're gonna beef with somebody that you're trying to compare numbers to, compare it to somebody that actually came out when you did.
Right.
Like, compare it to, because this girl is 12 years after you. This girl ain't 12 years. She's 12 years behind you. However long it is, it's years though. Because for this girl to be in middle school when you started popping, and now she's a grown ass woman popping, and you in your 40s, like, come on now.
I mean, it's
like,
the same,
what's your beef?
I mean, it's the same thing as Nicki Minaj going after Lil Kim. Like, in my opinion, all the girls nowadays are emulating off Lil Kim.
This is the thing. And this is what I'm explaining to you why you feel that way. Because Nicki Minaj stole, like, Lil Kim was out there.
Yeah,
she was the greatest. She was the greatest. Let me explain it.
I want to hear.
Lil Kim was out there. She was the greatest female rapper for a really long time.
Yeah.
She opened the door, she closed the door, and then she cracked it open for Nicki Minaj to come in. When Nicki Minaj came in, she tried to steal everything. She tried to pull everything that Lil Kim had, because she was now gaining the street credit, and she was bringing a new style. She was doing Lil Kim, but she was bringing a new style to do it. She was doing that breakup rap, so people was like, oh damn, this bitch is like cold, like she's got a new tweak to it, she's making us feel some different type of vibe. So she then started to bring in that over the top appearance, like what Lady Gaga was doing when she first came out. She started to do that to separate herself from people saying, oh, she's another Lil Kim. But in our reality, she just took what Lil Kim did and fucking hey sister, soul sister, like that vibe. She just took that vibe and flew with it. So that's where, and then Lil Kim was calling her out on that, and that's where that beef came from with them. She's like, bitch, I don't want to be like you just jealous. But it wasn't jealousy, she was calling you out on facts. So now that the new girls is coming in, now Nicki's like, oh, they want to be me, they're trying to copy my style. But no, you got to look at who came before you, because you bit off of her style. They might have bit a little bit off of your style, but they still go back to that queen bitch. For that, okay, this is how Lil Kim did it, because Lil Kim had the rap game in the chokehold for decades.
It was either Lil Kim or Eve at that time.
It was Lil Kim, Eve,
it wasn't.
what is her name? The other rap girl, MC Light. You have all
MC Light was the first. She's the 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
She's the old OG.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying Lil Kim of her time. Like, you had those rap girls of decades that paved the way for the rest of these girls, which they all bite off of all of them. They all sampled their music back in the day to bring it up. Like, and their style too. So like, now Nicki sees that, like, okay, these rap girlies are surpassing me. Like, I've got to do something to stay relevant. So every time that Cardi B drops something, Nicki Minaj attacks it. Because guess what it is? It's not just them causing beef with each other, it's also her getting that attention. So now that she's getting that attention, now she can say, okay, my album comes out next year on this day, be ready for it, because now I'm coming back.
But this is the one thing, once again, I quoted him before, but to the late great Pimp C, it's too much money to be out here to be beefing.
Not just that, like, y'all beefing when y'all can come together and make a fire banger, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's too much money to be out here to make, and you out here beefing.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Because, like, Lil Kim addressed this on the Breakfast Club. She was saying, that's exactly what she was saying. She thought everything was cool, and she was supposed to be, and I'm trying to remember, but there was something that was going on that was supposed to happen with them, and Nicki Minaj kind of reneged on it. And that's why she said, y'all gonna see Nicki Minaj for who she is. Because she came out with these statements that were not true. Like, we had this song and this and that, and then when Nicki Minaj made a song, she said something that Lil Kim was like, oh, that sound like you talk about me. So, you know, what you saying is true, But like you said, now Lil Kim, like she said years ago, Nicki Minaj can be petty.
So not only is Nicki coming for Cardi B now, she's turned her sights to Sony Records, which y'all know when she goes to Sony Records, she's talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
She's calling Beyonce a camel and Jay-Z something else.
Oh, no. You don't want to mess with Jay-Z.
Yeah, or Beyonce.
No, I'm talking about lyrically. You don't want to mess with Jay-Z.
But the thing is, Nicki Minaj knows she's not going to get anything out of Beyonce because Beyonce doesn't bite off the drama.
Right,
Beyonce just put her music out there and bitch and be like, my records speak for themselves. I don't even have to beef with you bitches in these records. All I got to do is show my people, give my people me, and I'm gonna sell. Like you're in a league with, I'm in a league of my own, which is what Beyonce's saying.
Right.
Like anything you saying is irrelevant. But Nicki's throwing out like Kathy White. If y'all don't know who Kathy White is, Kathy White was somebody that was close to the Carters, and Kathy White died, and she was either pregnant or had a baby, and they saying that Beyonce stole that baby, and Beyonce's the reason that Kathy White is dead.
See.
And this is a theory. This is a conspiracy theory. This isn't a rumor. This is a conspiracy theory. So Nicki Minaj is throwing that back out there, all because she really wants to get to Beyonce. Is what she wants to. She wants to get to Beyonce, but she really wants Jay-Z. But the only way she can get to Beyonce is if she hits a chord. But she ain't gonna hit a chord with Beyonce.
Right, Jay-Z ain't falling, but
and
I'm speaking.
But everybody's waiting for her to say Beyonce's name because she ain't said the name. She just calls it a camel.
Right,
but she ain't trying to.
Yeah,
but they've always called Jay-Z Joe Camel, so that's where she got that from. They always said he looked like Joe Camel. But what I'm saying is, as far as hip hop, the hip hop part of it, Nicki Minaj can say whatever she wants about Beyonce, but if she will never get in a rap beef with Jay-Z because
hell no,
because she don't want that work.
She don't want it.
And she can hold her own, I guess, but she don't want that.
It's even to the point of where like Nicki
Ether was hard, man.
That's we talking about Nas. I'm just saying. Nicki Minaj ain't Nas, man. Stop it.
I'm not saying she is. I was just saying when you were saying
Nicki Minaj can't get Jay-Z in a rap beat. Period.
Nicki Minaj can't get Missy Elliott in a rap beat. No,
I agree with that. I really do. I'm just saying.
Ether, that's a whole different content. You talking about who got who between Jay-Z and Nas. We not talking about Nas. We talking about Nicki Minaj.
They did a list of comparisons on how many, like, once she started to like throw out Beyonce's name, they did a list on how many people Nicki Minaj has beef with in the industry and how many people Beyonce's have beef with in the industry. Beyonce had 1. Nicki Minaj had 19.
Of course,
she's
petty now.
And this is a question I want to ask you, Hobby. Have you heard about the Knicks versus battle that's coming out?
Who?
The versus battles.
Oh, Cash Money versus No Limit? Is that what it is?
So I want to ask.
I don't believe that.
I want to ask.
I don't believe.
Do you think, out of the two beefs that Cash Money, of the people that Cash Money has put out with, Nicki Minaj and Drake, do you think they're gonna have them on there?
On what?
The battle versus between Cash Money and No Limit.
That shit ain't.
I don't know.
Happen. That shit ain't.
I don't know. And Drake has also been put back into the game as well, as far as like
Drake's in England talking about they the greatest
out.
Rappers ever. He ain't coming here. He ain't doing that. He already said English rappers are better than American rappers. He will not show up because he didn't put himself out there in a bad way. Like for real, Drake.
You really think so?
And I mean that's
I don't know. I mean,
that's some 50 Cent trolling.
If you're going after people that, I mean, don't get me. And this is what I'm saying, with a group. But with a group, with like the world as concerned, Drake had some bangers, and Nicki Minaj had some bangers, I guess. But I mean, so it would be, you would think that they would bring them in, but necessarily, I don't necessarily who's going to be on No Limit side.
Nicki Minaj is off her rocker. They think that she's and I believe it at this point.
I believe it too.
And Drake,
So you got two. You got Nicki Minaj and Drake, and who else? Lil Wayne.
I don't think that his
There's
flow is going to eat nobody
Lil
the
Wayne
fuck up.
And the whole Cash Money crew,
Birdman.
I don't see.
Birdman knew rap.
I don't see. Now, if he had Lil Wayne out there, I can see Lil Wayne eating them the fuck up, but I don't see Drake eating nobody up.
Well, see,
they gonna need Kendrick Lamar or somebody to sub in or something.
Well, no, we talking
for real.
about. So we talking about.
That's
so
why
when
I
it
said
comes,
sub in.
Right. So when we talking about verses, so you got to remember when No Limit hit. They was
I know.
Wait a minute,
Limit.
hold up, right? But I'm saying you got
They need
Mr.
C-Murder.
Mr. Cab, right? C Murder.
C Murder's in prison.
You got the right, but it don't matter. You
And
still
he can do a phone in.
You can still do his right. the
And
multimedia
he can go
area.
into a visitation and he can rap some shit
But
out.
you got Cain and Abel. You got who was the dude with the I can see what's the Marvel character from Fantastic Four with the red Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
So who was that was
Oh my God! What's his name?
see?
Yeah. Was Doom? Was
See, you got him.
Yeah.
But why y'all thinking on that?
There's a lot of people
it brought me into that because of
Mia X. I mean, there's a lot of No Limit stuff that was he made a lot of independent money.
I know.
Lil Romeo.
That hit. That right.
A little Romeo.
Right, he ain't gonna show up. He talking shit about his
stuff.
dad. But I'm just saying, I think No Limit could hold their own.
Oh no, I wasn't saying who can hold their own, but I was saying with the crazy beef that Drake has had, especially with Kendrick Lamar, and then Nicki now beefing with everybody. Do you think they would be like, "Hey, why don't you come do this versus with us?"
I don't think Nicki can do it.
She ain't great, because there ain't enough money to go around.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I
They're
think she'd
beyond
feel
that
threatened.
now.
I think she'd be too nervous too, and then she'd put it on something else being the issue.
She ain't coming out.
Drake
flashy.
made just because it's an appearance and he feels like he wants to be seen by everybody.
Drake's petty.
He's an attention whore.
Yeah,
very much.
But I was
not trying to say that. I just said petty. That was on you.
But
He is an
but no,
attention
that
Come for me, bro. I don't
He
give a
went
fuck.
to England and said that English rappers is better. Come on, man. This is the origin of hip hop, man. Stop
Yeah.
that shit, Drake. You from Canada.
But speaking of
Nothing bad
rap,
about Canada.
rap people in the music industry that are fucking sideways and twisted, Diddy. We got his sentencing in
4 years, right?
and I know that's abrupt topic change, but we needed to dive into this. We got the verdict, y'all. We got the verdict. I don't know if people are happy with the verdict or not.
Nope.
But the judge came back after the jury deliberated for what was 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
It was
Yeah,
quick.
it was pretty quick. And found him to be guilty, of course, on the charges that they had, but his sentencing ended up being 50 months. Which calculates out to about 4 years, which calculates down to about 2.5.
Yeah,
because you gotta
Or a
count
little
time
more.
served.
But somebody said that it's fed, so it doesn't.
No, I did. I looked it up, and no, yes, even in federal prison, time served still counts.
counts. Okay.
So, so with time served, he's been in prison in jail for 14 months, so he still would have to serve a little under
He crumbled
in the
3
courtroom.
years.
a little under 3 years.
Crumbled.
Yeah.
He crumbled in the courtroom. Oh
They
God,
said
why?
that he was balling. He's still solid white hair and everything.
Yeah.
Said that his children were able to give their speeches or statements, and said it was just not a dry eye in the courtroom.
Nah,
I would have been dry as fuck.
Right. You see his letter
He wrote a letter to
to
the
the
judge.
judge.
But
gosh,
what I
he
think
wrote
really kind of solidified, and I thought that he was going to get more time, which really I felt like kind of solidified him going to prison during everything, was when it was found out by the judge that he had already scheduled a speaking engagement for the Monday after the trial. After the sentencing.
She's still that arrogant.
He knew that he
ML.
was getting out.
Stupid.
But
shit.
they spun it to where they made it seem like, well, he has to have something that he does when he get out. He has to find work, something meaningful in some way. So we thought the speaking engagement he could give back by talking about the issues and trying to like be like this reformed person. And I don't think the judge bought that shit.
Well, so my thing about that,
I wouldn't about it.
My thing about that one is that all this time, even though he did payouts and stuff like that, he said they still feel like he did no wrongdoing. And then when the video came out is when he gave the heartfelt apology that you did wrongdoing. And then now you didn't still with all this time your defense was you was doing no wrongdoing. And you're lucky they didn't count you on the other charges that they had.
I thought he was going to get like 6.
They got you on the lightest charges, which still could have got you 20 at the max.
I thought he was going to get 6.
And,
I thought they were going to give it.
But
I really did.
And I'm even surprised that the judge took lenient on him being a celebrity and whatever, going off his celebrity basis. But
so he really thought he was getting out?
But
they're gonna appeal it.
Yeah.
We know they are. For what?
The two things that made me mad about the sentencing. One is because, I work from home, so I get to watch the news, right? And I sit here all day because the news kept saying, "Oh, any moment we're gonna get the sentencing. Any moment we're getting the sentencing."
See, I was watching TMZ.
Nah, so the sentencing didn't come till like 4:00 in the afternoon. So I was mad because I could have watched something else.
Oh, I was watching TMZ, so I lived my best life.
I was mad as hell.
They was getting like word for word, like bringing us words that was the judge and everybody was saying. It was good.
But and
I posted it on my TikTok. So if you don't know, go to It's Hobby Time on TikTok at It's Hobby Time. ITSJAVIETIME, and you can see it. It's one of my top videos.
But also too,
I'm gonna have to go. I'm his friend.
I'm also mad about the sentencing because of
what you mad about.
They didn't like they put too much on a certain aspect of the case to where the other two charges didn't matter. So they didn't really get him on what he probably should have gotten. And they went too lenient on the sentencing. Because I don't know. The video that I seen of Cassie in the hotel, that was enough to, if that was me.
So he initially got charged with 2 counts of transporting across straight line.
Yeah.
Who wrote that letter for him? To the judge.
AI, honey, and the judge was not falling for it.
I was caught up in drugs, and now that I've had an opportunity to dry out for a year.
Which equates to about either between over a year and a half, or just under 3 years that he has to serve. They haven't decided where he's going to be serving his time at yet, so he's still in the facilities in New York. But another thing that
send him to Alligator Island.
If they were smart, they would keep him where he's at, because
another
if he
thing,
goes to,
he's going to a low level facility. He's not going to a high level facility. Damn. So he'll be eating lobsters and steaks.
Yeah,
so
he's got to. Yeah,
he'll be going to that Martha Stewart prison.
Conjugal visits.
They've got to protect him.
Lotion.
They have to protect him.
He's gonna be having conjugal visit with boys and baby oil. So
let's see.
Meek Mill, where you at? Meek Mill, where you at, girl?
No, he did.
Nicki, you gonna let him go to that conjugal visit?
Philly's in the house.
Matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and sing Kenneth third too?
He's on wood.
He might be fiending up for a little taste of the Bieber. I don't even know.
He already had the Bieber. That's why the Bieber went in high.
Well,
the game has changed, y'all.
Usher got him a new boy on the rise up too.
Yes,
that's for next season.
Woo!
Yeah, Usher has introduced somebody else that he's brought forward, which is a guy that sings R&B. So, yeah.
Which is actually kind of funny because Usher's brother, he's doing music now.
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, but
I
you
bet
know
you
he
he
don't
wants them
he
to
don't
Diddy
he
dance.
don't he don't go and but his brother's older. You know he's about probably about the same age or a little younger. But
Which one is it? Is he older? Is he younger? Which one?
But
is
he
it?
don't he.
You said he's older. He said
Well,
he might
I
be
mean
a
he's
little
an
younger.
adult. He's an adult.
But is he younger than Usher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's younger than Usher.
Oh, he's
I'm just
older.
saying-
You saying he's an older person?
Yeah.
I was confused there, America. I didn't know.
Boy,
He was older.
listen to my words. And,
Yeah, I did. I did. You said he's older. I thought you meant older than Usher. You said, but he's a little younger. Okay, I'm confused. But continue.
But the funny thing about that is he ain't going by the Usher name. Like he ain't put it out there that he's Usher's name.
Himself.
He
I don't
ain't.
blame him.
He ain't out
He ain't
there.
no Raymond.
Yeah, he ain't out there putting out Usher's
Raymond.
name. Like, he's making his own path. So
As he should.
and but
Because his brother,
You see what Bronny James is going through? Well, that's another
That's
another
a more
segment.
clown.
his
That's
brother done
another
dipped in the Diddy
segment.
pool, honey. His brother done stepped the toe in the Diddy pool. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Diddy, the wrap up on Diddy. I'm sure that we'll be hearing things about his civil cases that he has because he has a shit ton of those to go through. Sounds like somebody
They
else
said he
we know.
deserves life.
But y'all didn't hear that, did y'all?
no, I didn't.
Run it back when it comes out.
Run it
y'all
back.
catch the tea.
Does he deserve life, Nate? Does he deserve life?
Yeah, Nate said he deserves life. You
Does
don't
he,
know why he
Nate?
even got off on 2.5 to 3 years. And I was very shocked. I thought he was going to get at least 7. And then when I started to hear what the judge was saying, I'm like, oh man, he's about to give this man.
Yeah. Money
A low
talks,
ass
man.
sentence.
Money talks.
But I don't think it was the money involved. I really don't. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it had anything to do with money.
Well,
because if it had anything to do with money, they would have took his bail. When he offered all that money for bail.
Right.
They would have took
Right.
it.
Well, also
Right.
too, the one thing I was surprised is that the charges that they went for him with, like when I first heard this case coming out,
Because the
I thought-
prosecution didn't prove the
No.
racketeering.
Like when I first heard this case coming out, I thought everything was gonna come out to light. Like, you know, the theory of him having anything to do with Biggie and Pac's death,
Yeah.
all that was gonna come out to
Yeah.
light in a federal case.
It's not relevant.
Yeah.
It,
But-
it wasn't
Not to what
relevant
they
enough.
was trying to. Yeah, that's just too old. We talking about
They were trying to paint him out to be more of a violent person and somebody that could orchestrate
sex
a crime.
trafficker.
yeah,
and all
but
that.
A pimp. Yeah.
But at the same time, if
But-
they did go doing all that, that's where they would came with the racketeering.
They don't care nothing about
And the
Biggie
Rico
and
case.
Pac.
Yeah.
They don't care nothing about them.
I mean, the biggest thing they could have
don't
racketeered
care
was the
nothing
baby
about
lotion, the baby oil.
Yeah, but they you know they because they would have been investigated. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. But
Yeah.
Especially when what got me was the Rico case. The Rico case, I thought because usually when you put a Rico case on somebody, you're taking down the whole organization,
And they
and you're
tried.
taking about everybody with them.
They didn't. They didn't
but they
satisfy
didn't.
the burden of proof.
But they didn't. But they didn't coincide with all
yeah,
that.
Biggie and Pac, they not great. They not great. Oh, that would be more of a distraction from what the prosecution was trying to do.
I'm glad you said distraction because that takes me into my final little piece.
Go for it.
The distraction that is Taylor Swift's career. Taylor has put out a new album called The Life of a Showgirl. And this album has ruffled feathers from here to Galaxy 49, bitch, because everybody's in uproar over it.
Wow, do tell.
So some of these songs are very like, so let me dial it back. Taylor's known for dropping Easter eggs in any and everything she does. If you don't know what an Easter egg is, it's just like a little hint or something in the background that doesn't make sense, but everybody tunes into it to figure out what it means.
Right.
That's an Easter egg. So her whole life has been an Easter egg. But in each one of her songs on this new album, there's Easter eggs, and then there's like subliminal statements or subliminal phrases, or like the things that she's singing about isn't who this lady has been all this time. She's got one song talking about Travis Kelce's dick.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
She's got one song that references like she wants the whole block to be white. She's
Grown
got
folks
another
music.
song where she's referencing like black slang, saying like I'm not a savage. No, I'm not a bad bitch. I'm not a savage. Like, and then like in a lot of the songs, it's like she's trying to make herself look better than his ex. which if y'all don't know, Travis dated nothing but black girls before her. So all of the things that she's singing in these songs are relative to like racially motivated like innuendos and things like that. She also if you really listen to like what she's saying and kind of like try to read between the lines, which a lot of people are doing, it's like she's like going full right wing with the Republicans. And then when that was brought up, because I watched several TikToks, I've looked at different reviews, like people that were like they make it a career of reviewing music. A lot of them see that like she put out this for 20 years. She put out this like, oh, I'm the girl that never gets picked. Whoa, it's me. I'm this little high school girl. Like she's 35. Like we don't need like you can't give us that anymore.
Right.
Like you're a grown ass woman about to be married. You're a billionaire.
Yes. Songs about broken relationships and all of that victim stuff.
But now like one of her songs kind of did that in this album, but they're all about like how privileged she is, like how she references like just like the whole part where like she wants to have kids with him. She's not a bad bitch, she's not a savage, but all she wants is him. She wants to have 2 kids with a basketball net in the driveway, and she wants the whole block to look like him. What does that sound like to you? Like you really need to listen to the whole song to actually get the full concept of it. She wants the whole block
to look like Kelsey.
Yeah,
Travis. Oh yeah, she wants to live in a suburban white neighborhood. Yeah, that's exactly what she's saying.
She's also has songs to where she's kind of like
she don't want no black people around.
To where she's kind of like showing off like her riches. She has a song where she says they want this, they want that, they want this, they want a fat ass, they want like she's like they want a fat ass, they want this, they want that, they want this, and I want them to have that, but all I want is you.
Okay.
I haven't heard the song, so I won't say too much.
I don't want to say the names of the songs because I don't know which song correlates with what, but
I'm not really. Look, I am not a Taylor Swift fan at all. Okay,
there's more. Because she drops something else and makes them pay for it, and I'm gonna tell you what it is.
There has been like, and plus, there's been things on my feeds, and I don't know, like that. You know, it got me watching some of them because I feel like some of them have been like, you know, like things can be taken out of context within certain things. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it is. It could be because everything in music can be portrayed the way you see it.
But have you listened to any of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've heard clips of what people are trying to emulate things that they see.
Right.
The whole broken girl thing. Yeah, that's probably what she known. You know what I mean? Not getting picked. But I mean, I understand that. I've been friend zoned so many times growing up. I don't even know, but I end up turning.
Nobody want to hear that shit no more.
Exactly, but I end up turning my friend zone into a marriage.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. Like once you get out of those toxic things and you find something good, you want to, you know, put that out there that you're finally good. That you know. People want to hear this. People want to hear those breakup songs. But now I have something positive. And I have something good in my life that I'm trying to outgrow it. You know what I mean? And then I don't know, man. Like I said, I like.
So what about the digs at the racially ambiguous?
Right.
And this is the one thing that I've heard from people that are Taylor Swift fans is that. Or even Travis Kelce fans that, you know, oh well, why is he dating this girl when all his other girls have been fine? You know what I mean? Like it. So when you see that, that's all you hear. Like even with my wife, you know what I mean? She probably dated people that look way better than me. I'm not gonna let that get to me because she's with me now.
Right.
But it's just one of those things that like it's like, oh,
but
why you dating? Huh?
It got to her, and she put it out in an album in more than one song, and she made innuendos related to this girl. If you hear the album, you can tell that these songs are about his ex.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what that doesn't justify.
Like she knows that she's not his first choice because she's nothing like any of the girls that he's ever been with. He's only been with black girls. And now she's with her, who doesn't meet any of the standards that he had before. So she feels insecure. And what it portrays to me and a lot of people, and this is just my opinion, is that she feels insecure about being with him and him picking her because of the people that he was before. Mm-hmm. So she's trying to make herself look better through music against these other people. That way her fans and her psyche, herself, is justified.
She sees the social media content, how they knock her for being assless and all of that, so,
and being basic and having mediocre music.
Because they even post Travis Kelce as how he looked when he was with the black chick versus who he's with now. Yeah, and so I understand what you're saying. He did it for the image and for the money. I understand what you're saying, but let me say this.
She put him out.
Let me say this as an older guy that grew up in a time where it was okay to belittle me for being the only black person in the class, and this, that, and if social media was out then, I probably would have got that work, because I was picked on or whatever. I was in all white classes and all of that. But the question is, does that justify her lashing out to the, against what sounds like somewhat of the black community? And I'm not saying that's what it is, but just based on what Javi's saying, like, and when I say the black community, like what she's not, and that, and then if she's made lyrics about,
she's like, I'm not this, I'm not that. They want a fat ass. They want this. They want that. I just want you. I want to give you this. I want the whole block to look like you.
Right. That part. That's what I was getting to. That part where she wants the whole block. See, that doesn't justify what she's gone through, because that was not necessary. Even if she felt that way, just because you are who you are, you don't have to put that in your music. And this is what we talked about in other segments about where society is, where they feel like it's okay to say how they feel without repercussions, where we talk about entitlement. Now, I haven't heard the music at all, so I don't know. But
so after she puts out this crap ass album, she then goes on to put out another version of it where it's just her notes for creating each song.
See, and I don't, like I said,
and that silent you just heard, that's what everybody was like, because vocally she doesn't sound like she's the Shakespeare of our time, like people say she is. Right. Like, and then like what she's saying or singing or like drafting, it sounds very AI. It sounds like it was drafted by AI and she's just repeating it and then she's like, or something like that. And so the guy, the producer that's right there, or the vocal person that's right there with her, is kind of like, yeah, like he's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and then she made the people pay for that too.
Yeah, I think that social media and people have gotten to her. I think it's all gotten to her.
And
her being at the Kansas City Chiefs games, like, why is she sharing? I think she was affected by it. I think she succumbed to the pressure. If like I said, I haven't listened to it. I just, because of what you're bringing up, I might take a listen just to see what you're talking about. But it sounds like this is a lot of to that.
And this is a lot. And I didn't just look at people that hate or don't like or don't listen to her music. I was also looking and finding people that actually have stand her up until this point.
Well, and that's what I said. Like, that's where I was going off of, like, both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I had a girl. I watched a video of a girl crying like where is Taylor? Because this isn't her. This isn't her music. Who is she? Who is this person? This is a clone. Like they are really like.
I want to see that.
But see, and that's the thing though, and that's where I was getting at with like her diehard fans. They want to hear those breakup songs. They want to hear those pop songs. You know, like "Shake It Off" and all that stuff. They want to hear those breakup songs
because
too.
that's who she's been since her whole career.
But that's not who she is now. You know what I mean? Right. So eventually you gotta grow. This
is my problem with that. You go from being the girl that's not picked, the girl that's not chosen, the girl that's woe it's me, the girl that's ooh, to the girl that's like, oh, I don't need anything. Oh, I've got all this money. Oh, all I want is you. All I want is the block to look like you. Oh, you never had no in between. There was never no in between. There was no transition. It was you get this cookie cut, cute little ditzy high school girl image all the way up into the point of where, you know what? I've made all I wanted off you motherfuckers. I'm this bitch.
Right. And that's what,
because now that's how her fans are seeing it. Like,
and so the thing is and like you said, I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to grow in your music. You have to grow because
you have to grow, but you have to stay humble to your fans. And you have to stay respectful to people.
Yeah, you can in order grow.
In order to keep that image that you had. All these fans that look at you as this light, and now they see you in this dark. You think everybody's gonna follow you over into that?
They can, and they don't, and she doesn't.
She's gonna keep a lot of fans, trust and believe. She's gonna hurt, but she ain't gonna hurt like that. Because the lady's a billionaire. She don't really need any more fucking fans. She don't need to make any more music if she don't want to. Yeah. And that's another thing that people are alluding at, is that a lot of her album art and a lot of the images that she's in now have like subliminally have two exit signs or exit signs behind her, and they're like, why does she keep posting in front of these exit signs? And it's like the green exit, so like a fire exit, like she's blowing herself up before she exits.
How long has she been with Travis Kelce?
Shit, I don't know.
Over 3 years, maybe. So the fans could. So my point to that is the fans could not have been looking for that breakup music. They were looking for happy music, like tell your story, what you're going through.
Oh no. They were waiting for that breakup.
No, not necessarily. I can't say that because I can't say that.
No, I think with this one, they were actually rooting for it to succeed.
Right. They were looking for her.
But they weren't looking for her to create music where she's talking about somebody else. They wanted her to be, I've been that girl, but now I'm this girl. I found the man of my dreams.
Success story.
Yeah, the success story.
What I think that
not that I want. I'm only.
It was more
better
exclusion.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy now because of you. You made me happy. You are doing this to me. I want everything to look like you. I'm not a savage. I'm not a bad bitch. I don't want a fat ass. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to live like this. I want to live in a white picket fence house with a basketball in the driveway, and I want the entire block to be white as fuck.
And that's not what they wanted. They didn't want it to hear. They didn't want to hear it that formulated that way.
And you can twist it any way you want to, or try to make it in. But if you listen to it and truly listen to it, that's the only message you get out of that. Because the whole block to look like you.
What's the name
she
of the
wants
song?
them all to look like Travis Kelce, like literally like Travis Kelce.
We'll talk about that after the show. I want to, because I do want to listen to it.
And I don't want to take up too much time with just this, because like it's not just that particular song. There's so much. It's not an album that people expected, and it's not an album that people are respecting either. There's more negative on it than there has been positive. And that's as far as social media, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then it's not just with the people that don't really care for her music or don't listen to her or don't like her. It's also coming from her fans too.
The image that she's portraying with this
and
is
like
different.
I couldn't like see what the numbers were, but from the polls that were being seen, she's lost a lot of followers.
Wow.
And let me take it back to the first part of this episode where we talked about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. When the beef happened, when it started, Cardi had like 668 million followers. when they started to go in and the children started to come up, she went to 663 million. Like, so they are dropping like their followers. And my thing is it the fall of the bad bitches? Because well, I can't say that because Beyonce ain't going nowhere, but
Megan Thee Stallion ain't going nowhere.
Megan's on the rise.
You still gotta watch what you say, no
but
matter,
you also have
no
to
matter
see
how
that
you roll. It's just that
the
simple.
people that Nicki beefs with the most end up surpassing her and end up becoming the top bitches.
Yeah.
And then with Taylor Swift, I don't know where this is gonna land for her as far as like her career or how people are gonna start perceiving her. If this is gonna be a dramatic decline in like her, let me not quote her album, but her reputation. But a lot of people are like, this album should have been called The Death of the Showgirl, not The Life of Showgirl, because they feel like it's like a deafening to her career.
I wonder who put that in her head. I hope that.
And that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, well, a lot of people think that this whole entire album was AI. A lot of people think that this, because it sounds so different than what Taylor has given, they feel like she didn't make it. Like, it was AI that created it, and she may have tweaked parts of it to fit her, but it's, if you look at her repertoire,
she's trying to save some money. You a billionaire. Get that money out.
Yeah, but all in all, I'm happy about it. Well, not really happy about it. Let me not say that, because I never pray for the downfall of anybody, but I'm glad that people are actually starting to see, like, the veil starting to be pulled back, and people are actually starting to see that, okay, this person is not, she's not this, oh, I'm in 9th grade and I sit on the bleachers. She's a cheerleader and I have ripped up jeans and she's got this expensive skirt. That's not her. She's the bitch in the expensive skirt. She's the bitch, but she's the cheerleader. She's the cheer captain.
Yeah.
She's not the girl in the bleachers. Right. And I think that the people are starting to realize that with this new album. They're starting to see, okay, she's not that person. Whether it's she's not that person anymore or she's been lying to us this whole time.
Right.
Because her audience is like little kids. Like, if I was to go to my niece right now, no, dead ass, if I was to call my niece right now and say, who's your favorite artist? She's going to say Taylor Swift. All 3 of them. Yeah. If I was to call my ex-husband's niece and ask her who her favorite artist is, she's going to say Taylor Swift. And now Taylor Swift is talking about Travis Kelce's dick. And Taylor Swift is talking about all this other stuff that she hasn't ever been talking about. She's going to lose a fan. She's going to lose a large fan base. And those parents aren't going to let their kids listen to that music. And then the parents that actually like Taylor Swift aren't going to like her anymore, because now she's spewing this type of shit.
Yeah.
She went out on a ledge.
I mean, she's clearly doing what she wants to do. She's taking her career in the direction she wants to take it in, but at what detriment is my question. Right. And was it worth it? Right. Because now the image that you're giving people now is the complete opposite of what you were giving people then. Right. And there was no transition. There was no lube. You just shoved it in and gave it to them. Right. And then you put a fee on top of it. That part. To hear bullshit. Because let me tell you, and I'm going to share it with y'all. Because I think I followed the person, or I liked the video so I could pull it back up. When she starts to go into the notes, when you start to listen to the notes and starting to hear her saying, like, what she wants it to be, like, it is cringe like a motherfucker. Like, no lie. And I'm not saying it because I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I like some of Taylor's music. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, the song I was just like acting on, that song, I love that song. Like, I was singing the shit out of that song. And a couple of her other songs are really good songs. My artist likes her, but what she's putting out, honey, they like, girl, you shouldn't even put this out. Yeah. And I'm not talking about the album. I'm talking about the notes. Right. And then had these people pay for this shit. Right. Like, she can be, and I'm not saying that it's, I had to stop because I am kind of saying that.
I don't know, man.
But I won't say that it's a complete reflection of the person that she is. It may be a reflection of the people that she's surrounding herself with now, or it may be a perception of what she's becoming because of the people she's with now. So it don't look good. It's not looking good. It's not a good look for Miss Taylor Baby Doll Face Swift. So yeah, going back to what was said in the lyrics, she said, I don't want a baby doll face. They want a baby doll face they want a baby face with a fat ass. The fuck is that? Plump lips, cheekbones, fat ass. That's a black woman.
Or Kim Kardashian.
Black woman.
Still the same. Because Kim Kardashian did that to look like a black woman.
Yeah.
All that presentation is natural to a black woman.
Oh.
And people can spin it and say she's just saying she doesn't want to be what the stereotypical woman is trying to be today. She just wants to be she wants to be exactly who she is, and she wants him. But did you have to put it in the music like that?
Say, that's not the way to say
Did you have to portray it in the music like that? Because the way you portrayed it made it seem like you had a problem with these people.
Yeah.
And with that being said, do you have anything to say on it?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Do you have anything to say else?
You know what? I might have to take a listen for the first time in my life because I want to hear the controversy. I want to hear
listen to the album. I haven't listened to the entire album. I've listened to the songs that people like the reviews said.
That's what I'll start
reviews
with.
brought out. I haven't listened to them all. I've listened to pieces of all of them. But I've only listened to the full song of maybe 3 or 4 songs.
I'll start with the reviews and then I'll pull up the album and look up the names.
They said Kim ain't black. No, Kim's not black. But
that's not what
Kim
we
got them
said,
lips.
Nate.
Kim got them breasts. Kim got that ass to emulate a black woman.
Right. We know
because she wanted
was
black
doing.
men. She wanted some black dick.
Her first husband was a black man when she got married at 19 to a 21-year-old. Look it up.
Her sex tape was a black dick.
Yeah.
Her kids come from black dick.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying dick.
Yeah.
But it's such a fun word. But anyways, all right, y'all. That is definitely don't you even do me like that.
He did him, didn't he? Yeah, we know Kim ain't black. She don't want to be.
Honey, this episode of The Fuck I Had Said has been
good stuff.
Very good stuff.
I like.
All right, y'all. So this episode of The Fuck I Had Said has been.
I like.
Yes,
I like. It's been intriguing. I like.
It's giving you what you needed,
yeah,
and
it was a
that's
lot.
what it will be moving forward. Pop, its culture is no more. It's all intertwined now. So you might get pop. The Fuck I Had Said, but it's gonna be The Fuck I Had Said moving forward. I'm your boy Javi here with my Run It Back boys, D-Lo.
Yo, what's up?
And Cha Cha.
Turn my mic up, son.
And that is a wrap on season 2. We will see you next time.
Peace.
Deuces.
Bye.